Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Iqra Hafeez and you're watching DESITVUSA. Let's have a look at the news. Pentagon Press Secretary Brigadier General Pat Ryder holds a news briefing after a so-called Chinese spy balloon sparked a political furor in the US.
I was wondering, is there any way that the Pentagon is able to gauge how long it could potentially loiter, comparing to balloons that have been in the past, and how long do you anticipate that it could loiter?
Sure. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor it. Right now, we assess that it'll probably be over the United States for a few days, but we'll continue to monitor, review our options, and keep you updated as we can. Thank you. Okay, let me go to Nancy here.
Hi, General. I want to go back to a couple of things you said. You said several times that the U.S. is reviewing its options. I'd like some clarity. Is the option of shooting down the balloon, particularly as it's going over more populated areas, off the table? Is that still amongst the options that the U.S. military is considering? And if so, under what conditions would it do so?
Yeah, thanks, Nancy. So at this stage, what I can tell you is, again, we're reviewing options. I'm not going to go into more specifics than that. And when and if there's any updates to provide, we'll let you know.
It's been ruled out, shooting.
Again, we're monitoring it and we're reviewing options. I'll just leave it there.
And then
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is speaking to the media with South Korean's Foreign Minister Park Jin.
Colleague and my friend, the Republic of Korea is a vital and long-standing strategic partner, and I'm particularly grateful to have such a close friend in Jin to bring this alliance between our countries even closer. Before I talk about the productive discussions that we had today and the agreement we just signed, Jin, if you'll allow me, I'd just like to briefly address the presence of the Chinese surveillance balloon in U.S. airspace. I spoke this morning with Director of the CCP Central Foreign Affairs Office, Wang Yi, to convey that in light of China's unacceptable action, I am postponing my planned travel this weekend to China. As you know, President Biden and President Xi agreed during their meetings in Bali in November that I would travel to Beijing to follow up on the
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif chaired the important meeting of the Apex Committee on Friday in Governor House, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Peshawar. The meeting reviewed in detail the incidents of terrorism, especially the suicide attack on the Mosque of Peshawar police lines on January 30, 2023, and the situation after that. The representatives of the sensitive institutions briefed the meeting on the overall security situation, operations against terrorists, while Inspector General of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Police, Muzzaham Jah Ansari, briefed the meeting on the investigation and progress of the suicide attack in the Mosque of Police Lines. Informed, he told the meeting that the method of arrival of the attacker and the route by which he came have been identified through videos. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said on Friday the International Monetary Fund was giving his country a tough time over unlocking stalled funding from $6.5 billion bailout at a time of unimaginable economic crisis. The IMF's demand aimed at controlling the country's budget deficit have led to Pakistan leaving its currency to market-based exchange rate and hiking fuel prices. The Pakistani government has allowed banks in the country to access asset details of federal employees of grade 17 and above. However, the government has exempted military officers and judges from this ban. According to a report by the English Daily Dawn, in the first phase, banks will be able to access details of assets of federal government employees, while later this access will also be given to the assets of provincial employees. India's Gautam Adani, the school dropout who rose to become one of the world's richest men, suffered a stunning defeat on Wednesday when his flagship firm withdrew a blockbuster share sale after by a small US investment firm over his business practices. Mexican parishioners took their baby Jesus figures for blessings and celebrated Candlemas with a traditional dish, tamales, in Mexico City. that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching Desi TV USA or visit our website desitvusa.com.